Football League. On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Robinson with another carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Robinson up the middle. Brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Robinson, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
On 3rd and goal, Sanders. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
That's good. 4 on the first down. First and 10 at the 43.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw now, here's Sanders. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
180!
Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 52 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. So I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
First down, Falcons.
Robinson on a give right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
180!
Baker going to give it to Urban. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The one didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, and continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons offense and Drake London headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Here we go.
To throw is Sanders. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Atlanta.
Now Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Sanders. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Taken in by his big tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again, here is Sanders. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings us 2nd.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing, Sanders. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Galbraith. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun, Mayfield to the right side, catch made by Ibuka. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Booker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. It was surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A final shot before break. Sanders. That one deep for London. That is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium. And
they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus is in the passing game. And to their credit, there's only a limited amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. But every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
A run up the middle with Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
12 at the 40-yard line.
180!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Throwing. Mayfield. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he can't find a receiver. And he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Sanders to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And caught by London. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 16-yard line.
Mayfield down. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Looking to put a drive together. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Sanders. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Shador. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. They go play action now. Sanders. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Now again, Irving running right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
180!
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
60 yards on the play.
And the Falcons.
To throw is Sanders. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Go! 18 Cardinals, Mustang 19.
Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
A loss of 2.
Throwing, Sanders. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They go play action. Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2.
4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. About 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
43-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Set. 180. Attack.
In motion right is Evans.
Set.
Play fake. Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Buccaneers. First down. 1st and 10.
Handoff running left, Irvin. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mayfield. This is caught. And he's into the end zone.